Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's been a hot minute, and it has, and I feel like I'm a little rusty. I turned 28 2 days ago, and I just wanted us to have a chat. Really, today there's nothing deep. Oh, it might be deep, but it's not going to be too TMI, or maybe it might. I don't know. You should stick around to find out. But I wanted us to have a chat, to just discuss and talk about and hear where 2020 finds me, and where 28 finds me this 2020, And I think I wrote down around, in my little note, I wrote 12 things, 12 places, 12 states of mind and heart where 2020 correction finds me, and where the year 28 find me. So I'm excited. Everybody loves their birthdays, hopefully. I like mine, but then it comes with the aging factor. And the fact that you will never ever again be a certain age. So I remember I used to say when I was 21, 22, saying the way I'm in my early 20s, and I didn't want to tell anybody my age at that time. But now, guys, I'm in my late 20s. So I don't even know. But I'm a little more proud now. I don't even care. It's not even about pride. I don't care. I'm 28. Sue me. Yeah, so thing number one, state number one, place number one, season number one, 28 finds me more aware, and that's a good thing. I'm more aware of who I am. I'm more aware of who I am as a woman, as a person, as a human, as a believer in Christ, as a professional, as everything, as a whole person. And I feel like that is so good, because it helps me, and it's helping me now, like, to live my life a lot more intentional henceforth, because I'm more aware of myself, my strengths, my weaknesses, my goals, where I want to go. All these things are becoming a lot more clearer as I grow older, and 28 is finding me a lot more aware of my days, how they're going, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad that life has brought me to this place, and that I'm being aware now. So yeah, 28 finds me more body confident than I have ever been in my life. And this is strange, because this confidence and this feeling great in my skin just landed after I've had a baby. And that is something that usually comes with so many insecurities and a flood of emotions and body consciousness for many women right after they've had a baby, because of everything that might come. Some people get stretch marks, some other people get retain the baby weight that they gained during pregnancy. Other people just feel like they've got a lot of hyperpigmentation, and just things change. That's okay. Someone just came in. Forgive that. And other people, because of breastfeeding, other areas of your body will also change a lot, and it feels like you can't recognize them anymore. But for me, I feel a lot more comfortable with who I am and my skin, with the hyperpigmentation and the stretch marks and everything else that came along with my baby. I'm just happy in my skin. I'm more confident. I'm more grateful to myself, for growing this far, for housing a child, for being a woman, for being who I am, and for this body carrying my spirit all through these 28 years. I'm just learning to appreciate it a lot more and to just not mind the changes that come with every transition that I face, or I go through. 28 also finds me at a great place spiritually, praying intentionally, and being more discerning than I've ever been. And so 28 finds me in such a place where I've wanted to go, but it's a place where you really have to commit to doing it. It just doesn't come automatically, you know, just like the way people plan for their career growth and everything else. Spiritual things are things that you have to plan for. They have to be part of your goals, and they have to be part of the goals that you tell yourself, for this one thing I can't afford to falter, you know. I can't afford to procrastinate, and I can't afford to wait for somebody else to push me to do it, or to keep me. You can't get people to keep you accountable if you're really struggling. But I feel like if you really get to a place where you understand just the makeup of a human: mind, body, spirit, soul, those things, three facets, four, depending on how you see it. And then you realize that this physical body, yes, it depends on food, and you feed it, you exercise it, and you do it so effortlessly, you rest it out. Then who tells you that you can survive, rather your spirit and soul can survive without your participation? You understand? You also feed your mind, you know, the way your soul has to survive. So you date and get loved, you work, you do things that you're passionate about, but then you neglect your spirit man, and he or she suffers extremely because you do not participate in your spirit person's growth. So I feel like we should all be intentional about it, and I'm happy that 28 has found me in a good place with that part of who I am. 28 years old also finds me confident as a person, and confident in wanting what I want and needing what I need and not being apologetic about it, and also not leaning towards the people pleasing side, because I feel like people think that when you are not confident, it means that you're fearful, you can't speak in front of people, you are reserved, or you pull away and stuff like that. But confidence is a whole topic, man, and it has stuff to do also with you being unable to say no, or to negotiate for yourself, or to need something and to ask for it, you know. And so learning that, especially, it might not happen so much in your personal life, because hopefully you are surrounded by people who love you and who will put you first or prioritize you, and you won't have to fight so hard to be heard and to be met halfway, or to have your needs met or what you want considered. But it happens a lot outside, you know, professionally. It happens in circles, social circles. It happens in school and stuff, like places where people have no time, you know, to accommodate. And if you find people who are aggressive, or who thrive in finding people like you who are unable to say no, who are unable to speak their minds if other people are speaking over their heads, then they will step on you, they will take advantage of you, use you, and dump you, you know. And not to say that I've been used and dumped, thankfully, but I've always struggled so much to negotiate for myself, you know. I've struggled so much to say no, and I've found that many times I've overgiven, you know. Like if somebody asks you for 1 hour, then you end up giving 2, regretting it later, just for no reason, you know. Like you just don't even understand why you do it, you know. Or if someone says, can you do this for me, you're not comfortable with it, but then you end up saying, yeah, you know, I'll do it. And then later you're not happy about it, or confident enough to say, you know what, I don't want to do it, and I won't. So 28 has found me in that place, and it's come a lot. It's grown over the years Also with people who mentor me and talk me through it, they never called me out for it or to say, girl, you're leaning towards the people pleasing side and you gotta learn to say no. Nobody ever told me that, because nobody even saw it. It's a thing. It's an inside thing that knows how to mask itself in nothingness. It just is not very visible and it survives in obscurity, you know. But now I'm in a place where I can say no, and it's okay, you know. It's okay to say no. It's okay to do things and to want things that please just me and are not particularly mass pleasers, you know. 28 finds me regretting my big chop, man. Guys, I regret cutting my dreadlocks so freaking much. I don't even know who sent me. I have no idea which. I don't even know. I just feel like for the longest time I was looking through Facebook and seeing all these people in Trisha's Naturals. I don't even know why I joined the group, because I wasn't the sheer butter combing hair type people. But I joined those groups and I would go on YouTube and watch those ones. I even had friends. I still have friends who are in the natural hair business. One of my sisters is there and she's thriving, you know. Actually, two of my sisters are in they don't have dreadlocks. One of my sisters has locks as well, and the other one is a hair explorer. So I'm not sure if she's natural now or she's not. She knows herself. Yeah, so we can't speak for that. But like, that life was so attractive, guys. It was calling my name. I was like, yes, I'm going to be doing them finger coils, and I have. Oh yeah, I'm going to be doing box braids, you know. I'm going to do Ghanaian cornrows, and I'm going to be doing all kinds of things, ponytails and all that jazz. But now I'm like, that is not for me. That is not my life, and I was not built for those things. So since I did my big chop last year, 2019 July, and since then I've plaited my hair twice, and I regret it. I stayed with both hairstyles, one for 2 weeks and the other one for 1.5 weeks. And I just couldn't stand it. And knowing that after the plaiting, I got so much grief with the tight scalp, and then it doesn't even stay, and it cost me so much money to buy the synthetic hair, get it on me, because I did cornrows once, and then I did you could see in the other video the cornrows and huge box braids, and then I just had to take them out and throw them in the bin. I'm like, oh my god. My former saloonist saw me. She was like, what were you thinking? You cut off your long hair to put back on your head synthetic hair? Who does that, you know? And no, I don't think those things are protective at all, because the way they pull your scalp is insane. So there's gonna be light fluctuations because I am doing this video late. And the sun's going down, people. It's going down. So let's try and hurry it up. Okay. 28 finds me free and real. It is for freedom that Christ sets us free, yeah? And I know the reality of freedom comes slowly to people. Freedom, people think that freedom means doing whatever you want. But no, that's not the actual definition of freedom. Freedom means being not bound, you know, unrestrained, you know, by things. It's not, freedom does not mean loose, you know. You've been let loose like a mad dog to just do whatever you want. That's not freedom, that's recklessness. Um, Freedom means being unrestrained by something bad, being not held back by something that wants to hold you back. It means being unchained like Django, being, you know, free, it's just being free. And freedom comes with authenticity, especially when you are free in Christ and you've been set free by Christ, and you are no longer chained by baggage. Even your baggage, even if it exists, it's not holding you back from living your life. And so that's where I'm at. I'm free, meaning I'm not held back, by my past, by my weaknesses, by anything that would potentially hold me back from being myself, from showing up in life, is no longer holding me back. So I'm free. That's why my videos are real, because I'm just free, And that's good. I like 28 because of that. Found me free, real, and loving the authentic life. 28 also finds me grateful, just deciding to enjoy a life of gratitude, for everything, for sunshine, for grass and green things and skin, because we're not bare skin. Like, I'm just grateful for everything that people might not be aware of every second of the day. And yes, my child is alive and well. Right there. Gosh, you've been so good. Shh, I'm finishing. I promise. Anyway, so I'm grateful even for her baby noises. They're just so nice. I'm grateful for every single thing, even nails, knowing that I can scratch and stuff and grip things better because of them. Grateful for things I can't even see, like galaxies, and the fact that now if you decide to go to space, you're going to be bored, and God thought about us, that these guys would want to explore. Let me put galaxies and thousands of stars and things for them to see and marvel at. I'm like, God is so amazing. Everything he made was for us to just relish him. And so I'm grateful for every single thing, and I'm purposing that my entire 28th year would be lived out in a very grateful, intentionally grateful space. Yeah? I might even do a gratitude jar. Who knows if I can keep up the discipline? I mean, I'm a mom, so those kinds of things. But I'm gonna try, and if I do, I'll tell you. When I'm 29, I'll tell you. Yeah. So I think the last thing, because I feel like I've done most of the things and others have swallowed each other up. The last place, I'm sure there's a lot more to be said, but the last place I'd like to talk about where... What? 28 has found me a hashtag SAHM, stay at home mom. So it's been brief because my kid is 9 months going 10, and I started to be at home full time from November. So that's from month 7, 8, 9. Yes. And guys, it has been such an eye-opening experience. I don't even know what to say. It's crazy. So since it's been so brief, I don't have a lot to share. It's probably a separate video, just probably to explain how I got to that space, why, and if I'm planning to stay in this space, or rather where I feel God is leading me or asking me to go now in 2020. And with regards to my child and her existence in my life right now. So that's where it's found me. I'm really grateful for the past 3 months. I love being home with her, even though she stays most of the time, well, not most of the time, I mean, during the working hours, because I work at home, she is with the help. But just being able to hear her, to know her, and knowing that because I'm inside the house most of those days, that my help will probably treat her a lot better than she would if I probably was MIA completely. So I'm sure my child is grateful. Aren't you? Yeah? You're grateful, eh? She's clapping because she's like, yeah, for it, you know? So yeah, so God bless you guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. And if you're a January baby like me, happy birthday, baby. You are fabulous. Okay. She was biting my knee, which is like, enough, mom, we gotta go. So yeah, I'll see you in my next video. That hurts.